for it.
You guys know what this represents?
Tell us, sir.
Maybe it's the calm before the storm.
What's the storm?
Could be the calm before the storm.
The goal of a mass casualty event is to make order out of chaos. It will start with chaos, and it will end in order. The question is how fast we can get order out of the chaos and how quickly we can get help to the people who need it.
From the moment that the bomb explodes to the moment that there's a stampede of people trying to escape. The smoke begins to clear, but the disaster is far from over. And emergency first responders ensures that if it does, they'll be prepared. Dale Temach, I-24 News.
This is the world you are graduating into. This is what I want to talk about today with you for a few minutes. To lead in shaping a new world order for the 21st century.
This July, have your voice be heard.
I purged.
I purged.
I purged.
I purged.
I purged because staying in is un-American.
Don't let your freedoms get taken away.
I purged because it's my civic duty.
Show your support.
I purged for my family.
For the purge.
I purged to keep my country great.
The Purge election year.
Every day between now and November to elect more Republicans so that we continue making America great again. And by the way, this is a first for Indiana. Our new slogan for 2020, you know what it is? Keep America great.
For the purge.
I purged to keep my country great.
All communications are down. The government is silent. We don't know who or what is causing this.
Nothing happened the way it was supposed to happen.
7 billion people on Earth when the infection hit.
There was so much chaos after the outbreak.
The outbreak caused a huge sell-off in the global stock market. South Korea is no exception. The Kospi dipped below the 2,000-point mark, and Wall Street was also down for a sixth straight day. Here's Kim Mo-kyun with a breakdown of the numbers.
South Korean markets were gripped again Friday by fears about the spread of the coronavirus as foreigners continued their selling binge for a fifth straight session. The benchmark Kospi closed at 1987 on Friday, down 3.3% from the day before. This is the first time the index has finished below the psychologically resistant level of 2,000 points since last September. It was another of the massive sell-offs by foreigners that began on Monday. The tech-heavy Kosdaq also nosedived by 4.3% to close at 610.7, while the Korean won gained slightly against the U.S. dollar, closing at 1,213.7. An expert in the industry says investors just aren't sure how the authorities will handle the outbreak itself and the economic fallout.
Clearly, the decline of the prices has been quite severe. The peak recently was in January. It went up as high as 2,277. Now we are at 1987. So clearly more than almost 300 points decline. So if you calculate that, that is more than 13% decline from the peak to bottom. The main reason for this is that people are uncertain about the policies as well as the government stance on this.
Stock markets in the U.S. have also posted some of their worst ever losses on Thursday local time. The Dow dropped nearly 1,200 points on Thursday, in the worst one-day drop in history in terms of points. The S&P 500 posted its worst day since 2011, losing more than 4% to 2,978. The Nasdaq also fell 4.6% to 8,566.
Today, you've seen the stock market, it went down 800 points, then it was only down about 200 points, and the last time it was about 600 points. And what that's telling me is that the situation is very fluid, and any information that's coming out is there's an overreaction.
With the number of coronavirus patients increasing around the world, the instability in global markets is likely to continue. Kim Mo-kyun, Arirang News.
some of my electricity, do you? Well, for once, the rich white man is in control. I have 2 buttons behind this desk. One will supply your town with power. The other releases the hounds. Reach me. Make me your brother.
The hospital's generator is about to give out. Lives will be lost.
Lives lost. Go on.
We got a convict we were gonna fry tomorrow, but now we can't.
Tempting. Tempting.
Look, all our reasons mean nothing. Just look into your heart, and you will find the answer.
First door on the right.
Thank you.
Now, we know one of the most astonishing stories of Rothschild wealth revolves around the Battle of Waterloo, in which Nathan Rothschild used his inside knowledge of the outcome and his faster horses and couriers to play the market by getting the results of the battle before anyone else knew the outcome. And I'm reading this article from darkpolitics.com. As many of you know, Nathan Rothschild caused a sell-off in bonds and gave all the traders who looked to him for guidance the impression that the French had won at Waterloo. The other traders also rushed to sell their bonds, causing a 95% decline in their original worth. And once the bottom had dropped out, Nathan Rothschild then rebought as many bonds back as he could at hugely discounted prices, and in doing so he multiplied his wealth 20 times in just 3 days of trading. Now, that history was shared in the 1934 Hollywood movie, The House of Rothschild, which was backed by the Rothschild family.
Buy. Yes, buy. Have you had any news? What do you think about this rumor?
I don't listen to rumors, Mr. Baring.
You hear what they say? Wellington defeated. You mind telling me what you're going to do?
I have no objection to all London knowing what I'm going to do. I'm buying.
So that very important history is on the record.
This July, have your voice be heard.
I purged.
I purged.
Show your support.
I purged because it's my civic duty.
For the purge.
I purge because staying in is un-American.
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge.
The soul of our country is at stake.
The senator's going to win. She's going to make real changes.
The purge has to come to an end.
At the siren, all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 hours.
Senator, let's begin lockdown.
All emergency services will be suspended. Your government thanks you for your participation.
We're going to use this year's purge to do something about that senator.
We're being hunted.
Go, go, go!
We are on our own.
My God. How did it get to this?
What you doing outside on purge night, Senator? Come with us.
There are threats everywhere. There's death everywhere.
Y'all need to see this.
We have one goal: survival.
Move, move! Purge and purify. Purge and purify. Purge and purify.
Anything coming? Run.
I purged to keep my country great.
It's going to be keep America great, because that's exactly where we're heading.
You're locking up time. The money hasn't come yet.
It's a long road from Hamburg. It'll be here in the morning.
Yes, but if anything should happen, all that money, 10,000 gulden.
Eh? So much this journey?
7,000 in one lump from Prince Lowenstein's agent, and then all the small sums, 10,000 at least.
The Roads are dangerous. Tomorrow morning it'll be here. We should be thankful, Maya. Business is good, eh?
Nearly 1,000 guldens since morning. Mama.
Eh?
That agent. Did you notice him?
What?
There he sat, sly and smiling, planning to rob this poor old Jew Rothschild. And here I was, so innocent, a little child, a baby, in fact. And there was that fine old clock that his master had sent him to bargain for.
Yes.
And when at last I let him have it for less money than it cost me, I could see in his eyes how pleased he was that he got the better of this little baby.
Sold it under cost?
A spat to catch a mackerel, Mama. He thinks he's so clever, and I'm so stupid. Always make them think they're clever. Mama!
Eh?
I've been robbed!
Maya!
Bad! A whole garden! A dead loss! Bad!
Are you sure? Sometimes they're only cracked. You're right, Maya. Who gave it you? Could it be that?
That agent. And I gave him some wine, too. Some of the good wine.
Maya, he'll come again.
Yeah. He'll come again. And then, Mama, I catch my mackerel.
Well, no one can ever say you don't deal fairly with your customers, Maya.
It pays in the end, Mama.
Now finish your accounts and I'll lay the supper.
All right, Mama. Shan't be very long now.
The roast is almost done.
Smells good. Looks good, too.
Mama, quick! It's Nathan!
Mama, the tax collector.
Papa, the tax collector. He's down the street.
Let go. The tax collector, boys. Mama, put away the silver.
I have. Don't forget my account book.
Oh, run away. What do you know about it?
Everything is in one collector goes.
Take those hats off.
Here, Mama.
Yes.
Hurry up, Carl. Come up, James. Over the fireplace. Remember, no deal for the last 5 days. Understand?
Yeah, Father.
Are you hungry?
Not so very.
Then look hungry.
Look hungry.
Ansel Solomon, you remain below. Mama, hide the roast. Get off, Jim.
All right, we'll take a Rothschild next.
Mama, take your sewing. It's there. Nathan, find me.
Nathan, take your hands out of your pockets.
Open up, Jew.
Who is it, Nathan?
Now then, Rothschild.
Why, it's my good friend, the tax collector.
Bring out your account book.
Certainly, sir. Here it is. I was just looking over it. Things are very bad. I was saying to my poor wife, Dudella, this is our friend, the tax collector. Never have I known such a bad month.
No.
For 5 days, not one garden have I seen. Customers come, yes, but they don't buy.
No.
No one's traveling these days, so my exchange business is worse than nothing. I shall soon starve.
Starve, eh? Huh. Something smells good.
One of our neighbors must be having a roast. Close the window, Mama.
What do you take me for? Now bring out the real books.
Real books? Why, Excellency, I don't understand what you mean.
Rothschild, you're doing more business than any Jew in Jew Street. You're going to pay 20,000 gulden.
20,000? Oh! Why, a council of the big merchants in the city doesn't pay as much as that.
That's another matter. He's outside the ghetto. He's not a Jew.
Oh, if you were going to kill me this instant, I could barely raise 1,000 gulden.
Upstairs. That's the house. Pull the beds apart.
Well, I might perhaps raise 2,000 gulden.
Very interesting.
Oh, that. Nathan, lift up the trap door for the gentleman. Just some old stock. We have a little wine down there. Not very good wine, I'm afraid. Good wine costs money.
But no account books, no gold, no jewels, I suppose.
Jewels. I've had to give up dealing in jewels long ago. It needs capital. Shall I lead the way?
You follow, at a distance. Stand up, Jew boys. Wine. Fill up a cup.
But that's green, Excellency.
Do as I say. Oh, it had wine in it after all, eh? Slop.
Yes, sir. That's what we drink.
Ah.
But there's some here that Father keeps for his special customers. Won't Your Excellency try it?
Ah. You old fox. It's good.
Your Excellency does us honor.
Rothschild, apparently you've been telling me the truth. So do you know what I'm going to do?
No, Excellency.
I'm going to charge you 20,000 gulden just the same.
But I can't do it. There's not that much money in the whole ghetto.
Rothschild, you'd like to pay only 2,000 gulden again, wouldn't you?
Yes, Excellency.
Now, what would it be worth to me if I put you down for 2,000 this time?
A very handsome present for Your Excellency. Say, 1,000 gulden.
Talk sense, Rothschild. I want 10,000.
Would you leave me and my family penniless?
With a great deal of pleasure. Come now.
Well, perhaps 3,000 gulden, but that's the limit. The actual limit.
I'll take 6,000.
Well, I will. We'll make it 5,000.
All right. Have it ready tomorrow. I'll call. And if any of you breathe a word, I'll have your house burned to the ground.
Boys, you did well. Nathan, you're a smart lad. That wine.
Mama.
You should have seen him. And after all, 5,000 gulden isn't as bad as it might have been.
No.
But it is bad to have to pay away 5,000 gulden.
Not as bad as having to pay away 20,000, Father.
Some analysts are saying this is the biggest market disruptor. The coronavirus is the biggest market disruptor we have seen in recent years.
That's right. We are off the opening lows, nonetheless, right now on pace for the worst day since last August when trade fears really hit this market.
The massive stock market plunge, this outbreak is beginning to have a real impact on the economy here and around the world.
The Dow is now down nearly 900 points. That is just over the course of the last 34 minutes since we have been on the air.
The global sell-off is what's really contributing to the momentum here on the downside. Among the worst performers today, obviously over in Italy, where they saw a big spike in the numbers, and as well in South Korea. Those are two of the biggest outbreaks outside of China.
Stock market, and you were warned it was going to be a rough opening on Wall Street this morning. Stocks actually around the globe have been really taking a hit. The U.S. stock market futures takes a dive over fears of a spike over the global threat of the coronavirus.
I'll be back. The next time I'm back, I may not be wearing a suit.
Happiness hit her like a train on a track. Coming towards her, stock still no turning back. She hear around the corner and she hid under beds. She killed with kisses, then for honest she fled. With every bubble she sank with her dream and washed it away down the kitchen sink. The dark days are over, the dark days are done. The horse days are coming, so you better run. Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father. Run for your children, for your sisters and brother. Leave out and loving behind. You can't carry it with you if you want to survive. The dark days are over, the dark days are done. Can you hear the horses and here they come?
You said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and powers.
Can you explain what you meant by that term then? Just explain, because it's really simple. You said you didn't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. What did you mean?
Well, let me ask you.
Do you think that people that fly commercial are demons?
Give me a chance to talk, sweetheart. I'll explain this to you. But it's a biblical thing. It's a spiritual thing. It doesn't have anything to do with people. People, I love people.